Same as a cut-off phone wire and a cut-off intercom. Or lock you inside a prison room with a cut-off phone wire and a cut-off intercom to be trained like pigeon. Pigeon conditions inside prisons for no reason with a cut-off phone wire and a cut-off intercom. No answer. And the door was locked as well inside the weird prison.
Hi Gary, it's Dr. Earl.
Is there any possibility of asking the staff to bring me a sealed tin of Fanta orange juice in, please?
You want a drink of Fanta?
Well, yeah, like I can get in normal shops a sealed tin of Fanta orange juice.
I'm sure we can sort out getting a drink, Gary. Gary, let me explain what's happening.
Yeah, would you be able to ask him to...
for the social worker to get another Section 12 approved doctor.
Which doctor is this? Which doctor is it?
I don't know which doctor is going to be coming, but myself, the doctor and social worker, will be carrying out a mental health act assessment, Gary.
Yeah, but what's the name of the doctor?
I don't know yet, Gary.
What, another doctor beside yourself?
Yeah, an independent doctor. I don't know who it will be.
Right, so why is the sound low on the intercom? Why is the sound not adjusted properly on the intercom?
I don't know, Gary. I've not done it. Am I speaking loud enough? Can you hear me better?
No, because it's not a responsible intercom. It's not the normal speaking levels, is it, on the intercom?
Okay, I'll see you shortly, Gary.
Can you ask the staff to bring me a sealed tin of orange Fanta in, please?
Yeah, I'll ask them to bring you a drink, okay.
Thank you, thanks. They may decide to bring me a sealed tin of orange Fanta. Right, starting on the track, I've only got limited power. There's no sockets inside the room to charge a mobile phone on. I've just simply asked for what quantifiably is a 60p tin of Fanta, with a report already saying that each patient on the ward for 1 week, the patient with the national insurance contributions and the relatives' contributions, supposedly the ward gets £3,100 a week for one patient to be on the ward for 1 week. I've just asked for 60p tin of Fanta, and this is what's been given. Saying that's lemonade. So I then said that could be spiked and the patient doesn't have any way of knowing. The food and the drink could be spiked and there's no way of knowing. That's not sealed food, is it? And that's supposedly the resources and the staff and the money the hospital is now getting £3,100 a week for one patient. And there's the evidence. And I can't charge the mobile phone up because there's no sockets in the room. So this isn't exactly a stage set. This is not a stage set. How could I create this as a stage set? There's no sockets actually in the room to charge the mobile phone up. I haven't got the resources to have this as a stage set. This is actually a real hospital in a room that's not normal. There's no sockets in the room. There's actually no electric sockets in the room in a normal room. It's not a normal room. There's no sockets actually in the room. And if there was sockets in the room, they could have a method of switching the power off in the room. So this isn't a stage set. This is actually supposedly an NHS hospital getting £3,100 a week for a sink that looks like a piglet sink. So they can isolate the water on the sink, or the water, no way of knowing what's coming out of the water, the actual mechanism on the piglet sink. And it's not a normal tap, is it? That's certainly not a normal mechanical tap where it works the same all the time. That water goes off and on. That water then can be isolated outside the door. This isn't a stage set. The location of this place is an NHS Tameside Hospital. Supposedly Fountain Street, ASHTON Under Lyne, with the ward details of the Buckton Building, followed by the Taylor ward. And they somehow managed to keep rechanging the ward configuration about the building design and keep rechanging the words of things afterwards. So the ward years and years ago certainly wasn't called Taylor Ward. And the hospital wasn't called NHS Tameside Hospital. And it wasn't called Fountain Street. And I've got no sockets in the room to charge the phone up because it's a dodgy room and here's the evidence. And the two primitive cameras are actually pointing in the wrong direction. That points in the wrong direction. It's to monitor people like pigeons. And then the TV cassette can run all kinds of weird footage out of the screen and speakers that the patient doesn't authorise. Weird, it's very, very weird and needs explaining.